Welcome back to Hook, Line and Sinker, the round 23 preview where we go through all the lines, all the markets from the upcoming week. If we have a hook, we'll let you know. If we have a sinker, a bet to stay away from, we will also tell you. Morgs, how are you, my good man?
Unbelievable, Das. Was with you Saturday night. It's hard not to be up and about at the moment as a Blues supporter. We carried on like we won the prelim on Saturday night, and I'm hoping to do it again in a couple of weeks.
It was good, Morgs. Oh, I hope you don't have a dead arm. I just kept punching you. I felt so happy. Now, before we get into anything else, guys, please, we know we do have a lot of listeners at the moment. A lot of people are getting on board. Please, all the support helps. Like us on Insta, subscribe to us on YouTube. Every single time you guys do that, we get a little bit of a confidence boost for one, but then for two, it obviously helps us going forward. It means we can do a lot more things. The more, obviously, our platforms grow, the more outreach we can do, and the more stuff we can do with you guys. So it makes it really, really, really fun. Morgs, we've only got 2 more rounds to go.
This is unbelievable. We're gonna freshen you and Jev up a little bit. So it's been a huge effort from you two. So we want you fresh for a final. So Jev's off tonight. You might have a little bit of a breather from Sunday roast, but yeah, finals week 1. It's 2 weeks away. It's unbelievable, Das.
I cannot wait. Now, Morgs, let's crack into it now. So usually Jev guesses the lines, and I'm not sure if he has a look before. I don't think he does, but he gets them pretty bang on. I'm so surprised. I'm like, geez, I wouldn't have got that. But it's going to be fun with you tonight. So for anyone who doesn't know, I will spit out the lines. Or I'll ask Morgs what he reckons the line is. He'll guess, and then I'll give the odds for the $1.30 legs, and then we try and tip at $9.30 legs in a multi. So Morgs, Friday night, Collingwood, Brisbane. What do you think the line is?
Very quickly, my theory on Jev is I reckon he has a look at the lines for next week's games at some point. You can see the games for next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to start any controversy. He's too good at it. There has to be something. But this could be hilarious. Sorry, Das. These lines, I like it. I'm speaking for the public here. What was the game? Lions, Pies. So I reckon Pies are favourite. So I'll go Lions plus 12.
6.5 Lions.
So another snag. Interesting.
It feels at the Gabba maybe, but it's at Marvel.
Yeah, very true. Why is it at Marvel?
Just cause.
I almost reckon I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the 6.5 didn't knowing it was at Marvel.
I'm almost certain it's at Marvel, and it is at Marvel.
That's unbelievable.
So did you say you take Brisbane?
No, I said I'm going to take that. That's pretty correct, given the fact I didn't know it was at Marvel.
Right. So $1.30. Would you be taking the Pies plus 12.5 or Brisbane plus 25.5?
I'm going to take the 25 only because I saw Brisbane play us in about round 5 or 6 at Marvel this year, and they played it really well, so much better than we did. So purely on that, if people think they're finally a proper contender, 22.5 at Marvel, I'll take that for sure. What do you take?
We've also had a big game here. Remember when I think they were zipping 3 last year and Zach Bailey kicked that goal after the sign? I believe it was against the Pies to get their season rolling. Morgs, I know it's a bit of a tough one, but I will be with you. I think it has to be close if they're not going to get blown out. 25.5. It seems like too many points, doesn't it?
Oh, if the Lions lose this by more than 22.5, it's very frustrating, not only for Brisbane supporters, but just footy supporters. Surely not. Come on, Fags.
They can't. Now, something that I might hook my teeth into, but for $2.10, Dan McStay against the old mob, for 2 goals is $2.10. He's kicked 2 goals in each of his last 5 games.
That's a great bet.
$2.10. Hook that into your Friday night multis.
I wish that was in the 100K.
Might need to make an exception.
Yeah, maybe. No, definitely. That's Jevy Fridays or something. That's got to be talked about. That's absolute lasagna.
Is he 5? Last 5 games, he's kicked 2. Again, I love teams against their old mob. Something to prove. He cracks in, McStay. He could kick 10.
He's been lively, the boy.
What does he kick for 5, actually? Have a guess.
Was he paid for 5 snags? 36?
34.
Whoa. I'd be leaving that alone.
I'll take it. So we'll both be taking Brisbane.
Yeah, 22.5.
Beautiful. All right, next game. Richmond and North Melbourne.
Where is it?
At the G.
Richmond, North Melbourne.
145.
I'll go Richmond minus 29.5.
Ooh, minus 24.5. North of dog shit.
But yeah, I guess Richmond on the G aren't dog shit. After and Rewald's just retired. Fuck, that's a tough one.
They're not losing.
Nah, I'd take the head to head, but it's not an option.
Wait, I will just looking forward. Richmond have at Adelaide the following week, so this might be their last game. They're not playing finals. You're not going to play your last game at Adelaide, are you?
Oh, you're saying that Koch and Rewald might be done? Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
Why would you retire on Adelaide Oval?
Well, either way, I was actually thinking about this before. Either way, I reckon Richmond will do an unreal job of sending those two off. I don't know what that means. It'll be something pre-game. It'll be something for the players only, and then probably after the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the Tigers.
Tigers. All right, so for $1.30, so minus 5.5 or North Melbourne plus 43.5.
Yeah, what was it? What was the minus?
5.5. So a goal.
I'll take the minus 5.5. I reckon they win by a couple of goals at least.
You've got to take that. Now, I've got two little hooks here,
Please.
two little ones, just because I love this stuff, especially when they retire. We all saw what Josh Kennedy did.
Yep.
Jack Rewalt for 5 goals is 540.
Wow. Geez, that's short. I
Against,
love the bet.
against North Melbourne,
$5. No, I couldn't agree more. You just see a bag 100%. Cochin probably for two as well.
Trent Cotchin for one's $1.38,
Yeah.
which I don't mind, but I'm really leaning towards that disposal mark, whether they put him into the middle a little bit more and just let Trent absolutely run his legs off. For 25 touches, he's 380.
Let Trent cook, you reckon?
Yeah, well, he had a game earlier in the year where he had 20 plus and kicked a couple goals.
Well, who am I to say? I'd lean on him. Can you get him for 2 goals?
Yeah, well, him for 20 touches, sorry, is $1.71, which is great. But Trent Cotchin for 2 goals, that is 285.
I wish that was a Sunday game in the 100K.
I love Rewalt for 5.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. Is that Saturday 110?
145.
145. Oh, he's going to feature in the 100K. I don't know if he's kicking 5 in the 100K, but he's featuring for sure.
For 2 goals, he's $1.20, which is short. For 3 goals, we can get $1.70.
That's not bad.
He's kicking a bag. You can't tell me that they're not going to feed him. And North are terrible.
100%. Oh, especially as well, the fact they've got a caretaker coach, it's like they got a substitute teacher. It's a class party. It's bring a bag of lollies, class party, 100%. I reckon more so than a normal coach that's coaching.
Did you say it's a West Coast party, bring a glass Barbie?
Jesus Christ.
Is that what you said?
No. Must have the audio cut out.
What?
There's my TikTok for tomorrow. Shit.
Oh, geez, we have some
Okay.
fun here.
So we've got Tigers minus 5.5, both of it, and we've got Jack for 5.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Morgs, this game. Come on, the boys. Come on, hey, 9 in a row. I don't think we've ever been 9 in a row.
Oh, we'd have to, but probably not in our lifetime.
Not in our lifetime. Carlton, Gold Coast, danger game.
So I just know I'm going to get this wrong because I'm so nervous about this game. And I usually rate my view on Carlton. You know I do. I looked you in the eye and I said we'd beat Melbourne. It's not something usually I would say. But for some reason, this game makes me nervous. I don't know. We always start so badly up there. I don't
Yes.
know if Cripsy doesn't get his ice bath in or something, or
Well, remember last time, round 3, he did his shoulder, I think,
yeah,
in the
that's
fourth
right.
quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there. And yeah, I don't know whether Blake Acres gets caught up at SeaWorld or something. I don't know. We just don't start well. So, okay, I honestly have no idea. But obviously, definitely we're favourites. I'm going to say Carlton minus 26.
10.5.
Okay. No, that's actually that's better than what I was thinking because I wouldn't have rated 26. So what's $1.30?
It would have been a lot closer if it was down here.
Yeah,
I
for
mean, a
sure.
lot more your way. So you got Carlton plus 8.5 or Gold Coast plus 29.5.
No, you have to take the +8. We
100%.
Yeah, I could see us winning by 40 points. Don't get me wrong. 100%. That's easy.
Also, I believe you have a little hook for this game. Your man, he hit so many times this year.
It's unbelievable. I saw a stat. We don't speak about this enough. So when I was doing my research the other day for 100K, so obviously we use all the betting websites for see what they like. Ladbrokes has a table that shows you for the year who's kicked the first goal scorer in every game, and then it has a leading tally at the bottom. So Charlie Kernow's kicked it nine times on the table. It was. I couldn't believe that. But Levi Casbolt, he kicks it 4 out of 6 weeks on repeat. It's unbelievable, and he's the third favorite in every Suns game. That's got to be your hook. Just a juicy little, maybe just a tenner or something, just a blue ribbon on on the Cas for first. He pays I think it's $19 for first.
He's into 14.
Yeah, still even 14's good stuff.
They know against the old mob.
There's your hook.
And also, another one for you. He had a little bit of a quiet game last week, but Skinfolds Ainsworth is bound to bounce back. 350 for 2 goals, Morgs.
I couldn't be happier that I've got the platform here. He's cut like a diamond. I
He
don't
is.
know what I saw 2 years ago. Obviously, I saw something, but I have to take that back. I have to, rescind that comment because he's cut like a diamond, and I love him as I constantly bet on him in the 100K. He'll probably be in it again. He's ripped.
100% he'll be at
He's
it.
fucking ripped.
He is. But I'm pretty sure. So I did all the AFL ladder predictors. I did us losing both games, and I think that we just make it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
no, I did us losing both games and did heaps of different scenario, and we finished 7th.
that's awesome because I was wondering there's just so much that can go wrong.
I think because the Dogs lost and Geelong lost.
I don't know if you got your member email today, but the last game of the year is the member game, so you can get a free reserve ticket. I'm not going. If we're in, I'm not going. If that's winning in though, that's take Monday off.
Yeah, I'll be the same as you. If we're there,
Yeah,
I might
I'm not
just
going. 6
I'll,
o'clock on a Sunday on a school night. But if it's winning in, you can get right fucked. I'll be at Club 23 at 2 p.m. beforehand if it's winning in.
it's a kind of a joint. Next game, GWS Essendon. This is at Giant Stadium.
GWS Essendon both have to win, which has to bring the line down a little bit. Giants have to be favourites at home. I'm going to say Giants minus 8.
18 and a half.
18.5. So they're 8.5 point favourites. I got to admit, Essendon stink. I know
Yes.
Joe's been on this as well, but I know they torched us on the G and we were there, but they are horrific, not only to watch, but just it must be not that fun to play for them. That's what I was thinking on the weekend. It can't be that enjoyable to play in the system that they're playing right now.
I hate their list.
Jesus Christ. So you've gone personal.
Like, who gets you excited from the Bombers? Jai
Well,
Manzi, Zerk Thatcher, Durham, he's all right.
uh,
Langford's had a pretty good year. Does Heppel get you excited? Parrish, Merritt, he's just where are your superstars? Like, where are you guys that you just like, I fucking love him?
no, it's a good point. Isn't it Nick Martin's their knight in shining armor?
But
And
their team's just,
yeah, it's
oh,
mediocre.
so mid.
It is mid, as the kids say these days.
Oh, it's such a mid side.
So what's the $1.30?
So GWS pretty much just bang on head to head.
Yep.
$1.30 or Essendon plus 37.5.
Fuck.
Giants win at home, don't they?
What are you taking though?
Giants.
Giants, the $1.30 head to head.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, I'd lean to take the 30. If the Bombers lose by 40 points,
You'll cop it.
I would cop that 100%. I have to take the
I
37
think
points.
after a shellacking last week, GWS will tighten up a touch.
Yeah, but I reckon the Bombers won, but I reckon they almost treat that as a loss because the Kangas should have won that game. They just don't know how to win games.
Essendon should have lost the last 2 weeks. They should have lost to West Coast as well.
And yeah, are Giants in the 8?
Just out.
Yeah, well then Essendon might win because Bombers don't beat teams in the 8. That's for sure.
But Giants need to win this.
They both do.
Essendon, if Essendon make, I'm sick of
Oh,
it. Are you going to take the Bombers plus 37.5?
yeah, I have to.
Here's a little hook for you. Toby Green for fucking as many goals as you want.
Give me 4.
4 goals? Yeah, it's probably $1.02.
Yeah, perfect. There's
That's
your hook.
That's exactly what it is. All right, next game, Morgs. As we roll through these, St Kilda Geelong at Marvel. This is the game when the Saints won last year. They beat them under the lid, and then Geelong win the next 16, win the flag.
That's right.
Heavy underdogs as well.
Um,
Oh, sorry, like they were last time. What do
yeah,
you
no, I'm with you.
like?
So, fuck. This has me fucking. Can I just say, I only just saw the handball from Brad Close to Jeremy Cameron that everyone was talking about on Instagram.
No, it's cooked.
That's the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. Oh fuck, I have no idea. I'm gonna go the Cats a favourite. Can't be by much. I'll go 7.5.
You got it.
Fucking incredible. Goal in a bit.
Wow.
I thought I'd be wrong there.
I because I'm looking at them like as I'm doing it, so I don't really get to think about it. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know because St Kilda. Yeah, fuck you, I know.
this is probably their biggest. They beat Hawthorn. Who they beat last week?
Uh, Richmond.
Richmond. That's right. Richmond stuck at Marvel, but they still won pretty easily. Yeah. Fuck. What's the $1.30?
St Kilda plus 25.5 or Geelong plus 11.5.
Because Geelong just have to win this as well, don't they?
Mm-hmm. If they don't win this, they don't play finals.
Yeah. I reckon they got too many senior players to lose this by more than 2 goals. I'm taking the 11.5. I have to go right with the Cats. You?
Uh, oh, I hate this.
The
Oh,
Penrith.
I'll go the Cats as well. Fuck it.
Take the 11.5.
I think the Saints cover 25. I think they're just gonna put a blockage up and just stop scoring.
Yeah, 100%. Take out 2 goals and run away with your snag roll.
No, I'm taking the Saints. Fuck it.
What'd you get? Saints what?
25.5.
25.5 for $1.30.
It's got to be enough.
Gotta be.
It's got to be enough.
Both sides have to be enough.
Yeah, they have to be enough. We can probably both get a win on this one.
Footy's the winner there.
Next game, Adelaide and Sydney. This is a cracker. At
Wow.
Adelaide Oval,
Sunday, Arvo.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, right. Adelaide favourites just. I'm going to say 4 points.
10.5.
Favourites by 10.5.
Yep.
They fucking good at Adelaide, I know that. Jesus, Swans are just hard to bet against this time of the year. I love their good. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I just love their good players. Their good players are so easy to like. Parker,
Likeable. Very
Mills, Papley,
cool.
they're so likable. And then, as you were speaking about on Sunday, I think you and Jeb were saying how they're more unpredictable now that they don't have Bud. Not that they're necessarily better forward line without Bud, but it's so true. They're so unpredictable. And then, as Jeb said, it's almost like Hayward and Heaney, Papley. They're just like these options you forget about. So I reckon I could easily see the Swans winning this, but obviously we could see Adelaide winning at home. What's the $1.30?
Adelaide plus 8.5. Sydney plus 29.5. These are fucking hard.
I'm taking the Swans.
Probably the right side to be on.
Yeah, 29's too many. They're 6 on the ladder. They can hold on from here. 29's too many. That'll be a cracker.
They're on top of my ladder. I'm taking the Crows at home. They don't lose.
Wow.
They do not lose at home.
What was the points again? Sorry,
Plus 8.5.
plus 8.5. No, that's fair. If it was footy tipping, you'd tip the Crows.
They've
The
been
8.5
they're
the bonus.
unbelievable. They're they have to win this.
Yeah. It's just the amount of games that both teams have to win is fucking out of this world.
I've done my ladder predictor as well, where I think it's going to finish off at, which I'll read out the end. So I'm
Please.
taking Adelaide plus 8.5. You're taking Sydney.
Yeah.
Western Bulldogs and West Coast. Ooh.
Oh, fuck. At home, Dogs,
Yeah, Marvel.
Marvel. I'll go Dogs minus 48.
65.5.
Fuck, I was going to start at 58.
I don't know why they're so like most teams are around 55.
This could be a fucking ridiculous take, but do you reckon? I don't know, just the fact that it's at Marvel, a bit more condensed. But I mean, what the fuck are West Coast playing for?
West Coast play there every third week though.
Yeah, it's fucked. Ah, fuck. And the Dogs, where are the Dogs? The Dogs just fell out of the 8? No, they're 8th.
They need to win to stay in. So they can so the thing is they win this week, like they win. If Geelong lose this week, Geelong can't make it. They have Geelong at GMHBA next week.
Wow. Who the Dogs do?
Yeah, but if Geelong lose, they can't make it. Do they then just park the bus with a few of their older guys, play the kids, and then the Dogs have a big buy-in? Because why would Chris Scott want to always he the type of guy that's just like, fuck it, I'm playing everyone. You get paid, last game of the year, fucking go out there and win.
You can see him at a press conference saying, we aim to win every game. Like, you can just hear him saying that. Fuck, this year is so good.
I've been fucking around with it. Any spare time I have, it's my brain's sizzling.
You tug it or a ladder predictor. It's not a bad setup.
It's just pictures.
Okay, where are we? So, what's the $1.30?
Western Bulldogs minus 46.5 or West Coast plus 84.5.
Fuck, 84 is so many.
Freo just smacked them by 100.
Yeah. Yeah, they're god awful. I'll take the Dogs.
Yeah.
Have to take the Dogs.
We saw what they did at Marvel the week before against Richmond.
Yeah, 100%. Their best is amazing.
It's so good. Jamara, this is my hook. He's going to kick 4 or 5.
Yeah, love that. He loves it under the lid at the moment.
He's fantastic. His record this year is insane. It's like averaging 3 a game.
Do you know what I was thinking? I made fun of it. I saw this thing and it was Jamara and Norton were going to be the first $2 million forward line.
Mm-hmm.
The more I think about it, Jamara is 100% on his way to $1 million contract.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know when that is. Like it's just like the NBA. It's like the NFL. It's all going in that direction.
Someone's going to pay it. All right, we're both going to take the Dogs.
Yeah.
Next game, this is a fucking cracker. Don't anyone that says this is an underrated game, you can go jam it. Melbourne and the Hawks. Now, before we get into this, Morgs, I just want to confirm, even though we should have said last game because it's West Coast, but a trade has been put in. This has been proposed. And I'm telling you, Harley Reid will finish, not at Hawthorn, but at Melbourne. Guarantee this. This has been proposed. Melbourne are going to shop pick 4, or their first round pick, which is Fremantle's. Their other first round pick, which will be probably 16, 17, and Brodie Grundy, and a future. 4 picks for Harley Reid. That has gone through to West Coast. And that is what is going to happen.
You're reporting this, or
it's been offered.
Has it actually though?
It has. So whether Brodie Grundy wants to go to West, or he'll probably want to go back to Port Adelaide, but it has been sent out. Harley Reid wants to stay in Melbourne. Harley Reid wants to play for Melbourne. Melbourne will trade whatever they have to get it done.
Wow, that has to be the best package they're going to get, does it not?
Yeah, as I said. Whether Grundy doesn't want to go and he wants to go to Port Adelaide or whatever, but Melbourne have sent a deal through. They've been in contact with him. Harley Reid wants to be a Melbourne Demon.
That is nuts. That trade is nuts. I'd love to. You and Jeff should do a segment on it, like the best packages. But like, who's going to send a better offer than that?
No one. And then he comes into the side wherever you want it. Imagine him and Petrarca just playing alternating half forward on ball.
Oh, I know we spoke about it on Saturday night, but that I know he wanted to go home, so you got to get players that got to come home. But that Luke Jackson trade is just fucking, geez, that's just good list management from the D's.
Oh, they just dominate.
So good. Love
so
that.
Melbourne Hawthorn. Sorry to get over.
I like it.
Melbourne Hawthorn.
Melbourne Hawthorn at the G Sunday.
The Hawks beat them last time, I believe.
That's right.
This time last year.
Yeah, they play good games. fuck, I don't want to get too sucked into the Hawks because they're getting their flowers and rightfully so, but I'm going to go Melbourne favourites by 19.5.
26 and a half. So
Mm,
I would have said around what you said as well, about that 20-ish mark.
26 and a half. I mean, they probably should win by 26 and a half because the Hawks do have those games every now and then where they sort of hang on and then they just get rolled.
But they're in a little purple patch at the moment, and I can't wait to see who Finn McGuinness goes to this week. Every person he went to last week had like 4 or under touches.
Yeah,
He
he's
went to Liver, then he went to Bailey Dale, Caleb Daniel for a little bit, had all the minutes he was on them, and how many disposals they had.
he's fucking good on him. Like to get it to turn that into his role, it's fucking tough. He's playing on some good players.
So the midfield contest, like around the ground, they'll probably get beaten at either side, but to have Warple, Newcomb, Nash, Will Day versus like Petrarca, Oliver Viney, just like a bit more senior players versus these young kids that have got their tails up now, beat Collingwood, they beat the Dogs. It's going to be a fucking cracker.
As Jev was saying about as well, sort of giving Sam Mitchell his credit. Like he's a sort of coach, he'll have him absolutely firing. Like we talk about this game and you think what a Hawthorn have to gain out of this game, but you just know Mitchell will have them absolutely raring to go. You're right, this will be a cracking game. I need to know the $1.30s though.
Melbourne minus 8.5 or Hawthorn plus 45.5.
You're taking the 45.5, are you?
100%.
Yeah, that's so many points. On the
Hawks,
tee.
Hawks is like third on my ladder,
Wow.
especially over the last 2 weeks where they've been heavy underdogs.
Yeah.
They've had big wins.
Yeah, I'll take that as well.
They'll cover. They'll cover 45.5 at $1.30. And then we come into the last game, Morgs. Fremantle and Port Adelaide. Who's watching this?
Oh, this is a bachelor's game if I've ever seen one.
I'll be watching it. That's who. 440, Fremantle, Port Adelaide. What's the line?
Oh, yeah, I'm purely not watching because it's in Perth. Port favourites by nah. Oh,
Go back to your first thought.
I was gonna say 19 something.
Oh, no. Keep thinking.
Yeah, nah, that was my first thought. Fuck, I've got no idea.
10.5. A little bit
Just
shorter than what I thought,
yeah.
but it's probably bang on, to be honest.
Wow.
Freo just won by 100. Port had a
Yeah.
good win against GWS after losing 4 in a row. 10.5 seems fine at Fremantle.
Is the top 4 set? I mean, I know they're set, but like positions?
No.
Now, I would almost take. I would take the 10.5 without the $1.30. I reckon Port win this by 6 goals.
Yeah, well, the $1.30 is Fremantle plus 29.5 or Port Adelaide plus 9.5.
Yeah, I'm taking that every day of the week.
Yeah, so am I.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Port are becoming like people are a little bit off Port for some reason, but their best is real good, and you just do not know what you're getting with Freo. And I feel like Freo beating West Coast by 100 has come into this line a little bit too much for my liking.
They fucking showed they were unbelievable last week.
100%. There was like the Hawthorn game. They did the damage early, and then the rest is sort of history. But yeah, they're sort of like the Pies in a way. Those 10-minute, as Kingy always says, you don't know when it's going to come, but that 10 to 15-minute period always comes from them, and it just depends where they are in the game script for the rest of the game. But yeah, no, I love Port here.
So I've done the rest of my ladder predictor. Tell me what game you would not be excited for. So first final, Friday night, Collingwood, Melbourne, the MCG.
Unreal.
Next final, Port Adelaide, Brisbane.
It's great. For some reason, it just doesn't grab me by the short and curlies like the others, but it's great.
Bulldogs, Sydney.
That'll be good.
Carlton, Adelaide at the G.
Stop it. I hate seeing these things until it happens. I don't want to hear about the Carlton final.
So there is not a game that I'm like happy. I'm nervous to play every side because if the Bombers scrape into 8th and we lose to them, that would be my biggest fear.
Oh, 100%. Oh, that's the only team that if we lost to in a final or St Kilda, it's them and St Kilda. If we lost to Adelaide, Geelong, Giants, anyone else in the first final, I'd just be happy to have been there. But if we get there and lose to St Kilda and Essendon, that will really fuck me off.
That's how the Tigers must have felt when they finished 5th. We finished 9th. The Bombers had the drug saga. We came in and then we fucking beat them.
That's right. Nick Dygan kicked a bag.
Kicked 4. He's going to be the next captain.
I saw him working as a chippy 2 years later on Beach Road. There's your reel.
Must be making a bong.
Oh, yeah.
God, he's good. But Morgs, those are the legs for hook, line, and sinker. I cannot wait for this week. Oh my God, it is going to be an absolute cracker. 100K pod coming out on Friday. Make sure like and subscribe. If you guys are liking these bets, let us know. We're going to go 9 from 9 this week. Make sure if you guys like your $1.30 legs, put it on, send it to us. Let us know what your combinations are for this week. All these multis should pay around 12-ish bucks. 11 to 13 bucks with a power play if you're lucky. Get on it, enjoy it, because we've only got 2 more weeks of being able to bet on 9 games, and then we're into the NFL Morgs where we get to bet on even more teams, and we absolutely cannot wait for it. Hell of a night, Morgs.
Let me know in the comments how I went. Not too bad. Not too bad, I reckon.
Great.
But fucking roast me, please. And tell us your tips. Tell us your hook. Give us a hook. Give us a sinker. Let us know in the comments. Give us a review, something.
Yeah, give us something, because this is the best gambling show of all time.
Oh, it's got to be close. Hey, college football 2 weeks, NFL in 3, finals in 3, flaggers.
If we want,
Hey, you're one of the good ones.
imagine the review pod.
Oh, stop it.
I'd go live.
Live from Hollywood Pizza.
Oh,
Live from Swan Street, BWS.
oh. Me name's Chris too.
That's Lucky Hut.
Oh,
Hey, you're a good egg.
I'll do a shoey out of Cooter's boot.
That's our time.
His mum's